I'm Kurt from Custom Channels. We're here at the National Restaurant Association show in Chicago. I'm with my partners here, Craig at Bluesound Audio, Ivy from SageNet. We're here today to talk about connected audio solutions and how audio is becoming a bigger part of IT decisions for multi-unit operators, right? Whether it's 50, 100, 1,000 locations. We all know that when you walk in, what you hear matters. And those operators need to make sure that everything is running as expected, right? So, Craig, on the Bluesound side, as it pertains to the audio infrastructure, what are you seeing those multi-unit operators doing well or not doing so well on the speakers and the build-outs?
Honestly, I wouldn't say it's the operators. I would say that technology is finally in that space catching up to the technology we have in our everyday lives everywhere else.
Yeah.
So what we do at Bluesound Professional, I think we do really well, is we think forward thinking, right? So our speakers, if you can see here, it's just an Ethernet cable.
Yep.
That means there's a processor and an amp and a DSP and drivers and all that other fancy stuff, but all contained within the device.
How are you seeing audio become more of the IT conversation, where maybe it wasn't previously?
Yeah, you know, what's interesting about Craig's comments and how it leads to what we're doing is there's no device can be left alone now from the greater scope of things that are on the network. So if you're bringing a device in that you're easing the pain by putting the amplifier in and putting the player in, or putting in, you know, building an all-in-one device and then putting it on the network, then there's an IT component.
Yeah.
And what people forget is, and it's interesting, we were talking about this earlier today in the booth, network used to be something that was assumed. Now it is something that is considered always on. And the customer has a real need for it to be always on, right? Whether it's because of advertising or and it's our customer and the end customer, right? They don't want any digital deserts, as we refer to them. They want the always on connectivity. They want ubiquitous connectivity and quality. That makes this an IT conversation now. And I think that's the real change, is that audio used to be somewhat loose out in the world, right? There was an amplifier in the back room and there were some speakers and maybe they worked and maybe they didn't, and no longer a thing, right? Everybody wants to know that this is consistent, especially when you start talking franchises.
Audio is becoming one of the most important channels when you want to reach your customers. It's the one point that your customers can't look away from or decide what ad they're scrolling through, right? That it will reach anyone in your store, in your restaurant, in your operation, no matter where they're looking at, right?
Audio is actually a simplifier in that conversation, but not if you don't have IT involved.
At Custom Channels, our goal is to give you the content, the music, the licensing, and the software platform to deliver the audio content, right? Now, with Craig at Bluesound and Ivy at SageNet, you can have a truly holistic solution of the managed network services, the endpoint managed hardware component, and then of course the content, the media, the advertising for retail media networks, and that music all tied in together. So I appreciate you guys talking to me today.
That's great.
Everybody should come by our booth here, 8523 at the National Restaurant Association show, and we'll see you guys soon.